Hey guys, in this video we are going to be doing something a little bit different. We are going to be doing digital art, da-na-na, and we are going to be drawing the girl with the pearl earring. Hope you like it. As always, please subscribe to my channel, Prat'sArt, and hit the bell so you get notifications when I post a new video. Also, please follow me on Instagram. I post photos of drawings that I do on and off camera for you guys. But before we start anything, I would just like to say thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. I can't believe 100 of you actually watch my videos. Thank you so much. This video is definitely a special video, so I wanted to do a portrait. I've only done one other portrait, which is on my Instagram right here. Yeah, so let's get on to the video. Here, I finished the sketch and I'm just adding some flat colors to my whole drawing. Now, this video is going to be more about the history of this painting and my recreation instead of my typical tutorial videos. So if you guys want to know how to start with digital art, then I have a tutorial in the description down below and in the eye for you guys to check out. Okay, let's talk about the girl with the pearl earring. Before we start though, let's have a little history lesson. Let's start with the name. As you know from the title, this painting is obviously called The Girl with the Pearl Earring, but it can also be referred to as the Dutch Mona Lisa or the Mona Lisa of the North. Another fun fact is the girl with the pearl earring is a tronie. This word may sound like total gibberish to you, but it's not. This simply means that this drawing was made to exaggerate a certain type of lifestyle or person. In this case, the drawing was made to exaggerate the extravagant lifestyle with her fancy clothing and the pearl earring. Another fun fact is Vermeer, the artist behind this masterpiece, could not actually afford a pearl earring. So for his reference, he either used a glass ball to represent the pearl or he painted from his memory. You might be asking though, why is this painting more popular than most of Vermeer's other paintings? Well, this is because in direct contrast to all of his other paintings, this one is a portrait and features a person very close up. People also say that it's the mystery in this painting that leaves them asking for more. For example, is she going to move toward or away from us? And why is she floating in the background? Though Vermeer died December 1675, he is still celebrated throughout the world for his various paintings. One of his most popular paintings, The Girl with the Pearl Earring, lies in the Mortuas. I use that because I have literally no idea how it's pronounced. If you guys are interested in Vermeer or his beautiful painting, then I'll have a bunch of video links down below that will have an in-depth explanation of the history of this painting. Okay, now let's talk about my replication of the drawing. Originally, Vermeer did his drawing in oil paint, but I thought it would be extremely fun to replicate it in digital art. First, I basically just did a really rough sketch, and then I went ahead with some flat colors and basically just blocked everything in so I knew where the colors would be. Then I added some variations to the same colors by making them darker and lighter to create shadows and highlights. The face is a bit more complicated than the clothing because the clothing has like certain curves in it, which is really easy. You just have to do highlights on one side, shadows on the other side. But for the face, there's so many different details. You have to really figure out where the light would be and where the shadows would be. So that part was a bit difficult. But towards the end, when I added a lot of contrast with the shadows, I think it really came together. For the face, the part that I specifically struggled on a lot was the lips and the eyes and a little bit for the nose. The lips mainly because I had to adjust it so many times throughout the drawing. In fact, the lips that I'm drawing right now, I basically just scratched the whole thing and then redrew them later on. For the eyes, I only had to adjust it a couple of times, adding more shadows and highlights. And for the nose, I just had to make sure to add the right amount of shadows so it looks three-dimensional. Here's the part I was telling you guys about. I basically just erased the lips and restarted. It wasn't that difficult though. You just needed to make sure that the lips weren't too big because she's turning toward us, but her face is not completely facing us, so the lips shouldn't be too big. Another thing that really helped me while I was drawing the face was I added so many different shades just because, like I said before, the face is more three-dimensional. So I don't know if you can tell, but I added light pink on the cheeks, and I also added some dark brown below and above the lips, as well as below and above the eyes. So it just really helps to add those shadows, even if they don't look like they're there in the reference. In fact, if I were to do it again, I would probably add a little bit more brown to the face. I feel like she looks a bit pale, but that's just me nitpicking. Another thing to pay attention to is her turban. In the original, the lines are way more prominent, so I wanted to replicate that, but something just didn't look right because the rest of the painting was so evenly shaded and the turban just didn't look right. So I added blending using my airbrush, and I think that solved it. I also added a bunch of black smears everywhere because that was there in the real one. Saving the best for last, we are doing the pearl now. I just added a couple of shadows here and there in the right place to give the illusion of a pearl like Vermeer did. Here is the final painting. I love it. The only thing I would probably change would be to make the face a little bit more slim instead of round. But I loved making this. In fact, I was thinking of maybe doing a part 2 with the Mona Lisa. If you guys have ever done a historic painting like this one, then please let me know in the comments and tag me on Instagram so I can see your recreation. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and share it with one other person. That's it for now. See you next week.